Hey everybody, Binky, I'm back. So, I did some work on the ship, and I found out something very important. To move bigger items, such as steel plates, steel tubes, you need bigger conveyors. The smaller ones will not work. They just get stuck, and then you have to rip the whole thing apart. So, to show you what I did, I'm going to disassemble this side real quick. I'm going to make this just a grinder, dual grinding. Get rid of this welder real quick. Put another grinder here. Raise that up a little. Put that over. So what I was just thinking now was that I have my cockpit, and 2 grinders go twice as fast, but 3 grinders 3 times as fast. Well, I'm thinking, let me shut down everything real quick. Stop getting blinded. Whoop. Oh. Oh. If we can, yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull out the cockpit. We're gonna have to pull out these blocks. Goodbye, spotlights. My inventory. Let's just double check. Where is our landing gear attached? Block it. I don't need these bottom blocks now. I'm gonna jump into first person point of view here. You get a better view of what's going on. So in theory, we're gonna also, by boosting the cockpit, we should get a better view of when you're inside playing first person, what the actual grind, where they are, what they're doing. But we got some big ships out there. Even just playing around, I realized that it's gonna take forever. Now, I was doing some research because I was running into issues. I just couldn't figure it out. Finally, I figured it out just on my own. But I was doing some research into some other things, and I realized that the grinders don't go any faster than your normal grinder, but they hit more blocks. So they go, in that sense, they go faster. They affect more blocks. Which is good to know. And that's why we need 3 of them. Build a there. Oh. Here. Before we replace it, I got big sides on both. I don't know what parts I'll need for this, but I do have a bunch. It's nice having the ship over here, so we're going to need construction components, construction, and interior plates. Construction and interior plates. Now after all this, I was thinking, wow, this is kind of ridiculous. I should really, theory, just build a grinding platform where I can bring them in with the rum, drop them off, put an artificial weight on them and grind them through. So we'll get to that. We'll build that. But right now, I'm gonna finish up this. I haven't thought of a name for it. Did throw a beacon in it. I always like having beacons in my ships or platforms. Really helps, especially when you sometimes you can get a little disoriented, especially if you get separated from your ship for any reason. You jump out and it keeps flying away without you. There we go. Probably reattach the lights down below. Lights. Spotlight per grinder. Cool. We can rehook these up real quick. Now one kind of funny thing is these grinders have more storage than this medium-sized storage unit I put on the back. So I was thinking of putting a big old largest storage unit for a small ship on the back. There's just it's gonna look kind of like a big bumblebee though, so we'll see. Might not do that yet. Let's just get these 3 grinders going. Let's attach the large tubes to the other side. One large tube. Grab that real quick. Ah, perfect. Now, for all of you who are just watching, or started watching, I'm Binky. I'm coming to you from BoxelWorld.com. The site is not fully functional yet, but really what it is just reviews, gameplay of the next generation of voxel gaming, and it's changing quick. There we go. So we're gonna go charge up real quick. If you have not played Space Engineers, I definitely suggest buying it. It's still in alpha, but what, 2 days apart they came out with new updates. The recent one, they changed the look of the tires, they changed out the look of the thrusters. And they added, just before that, they added the small conveyor tubes. The things that got me into trouble. So, we got our 3 grinders up front hooked up. Gonna grind out these. They are useless. Not useless, just for us right now. Bet they work great if you had a mining ship. Bet ore goes through them. Like, some of the smaller parts did go through them, motors. You can see I chopped off, I know it looked like a big block when we were first building, but I chopped off a bunch of the excess, thinking I could get away with these nice looking small tubes, but live and learn, right? Nice thing is about this game is once you get all your material back, build with it. So we're gonna throw in some blocks right here. I'm thinking we're gonna move our generator over here, just to get it off the back. But I also want still to be able to be accessed, because I was thinking if we put the big one on here, I have to figure out something for that. But maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just leave it for now. So we're gonna have to make some tubes, or 1 tube. Make 1 tube here. weld it all up. Oh. Add all the parts. So back to, if you're a new player to this game, I do have my capacities expanded by 10. Only reason is because otherwise it'd be very slow. Even slower than it is already sometimes. I know some of the videos get slow. But it's kind of how the game is, and that's how a lot of these voxel type games are. You know? So, I'm going to plop that right there. I have to rebuild our cockpit. Ship dead in the water. We're also going to have to replace our front thruster. Now it flies great with the 2 gyroscopes. Lots of movement. Doesn't go too fast, but really doesn't need to for what we're doing with it. It looks bulky, but I don't think there's really any way around that. I probably could just do one set right down the middle. Maybe that'll be the upgraded version. Do one set right down the middle opposed to having both running on the outside. So we're gonna have to remove this. First, we do that. No, we're gonna cut it out. Why not? Cut this out real quick. Sorry, thruster. Will be missed, but we will rebuild you. Alright. So, I have to add a couple blocks here. Oh. Actually, I haven't heard my gunfire in a while. My Gatling gun up top here. Getting me a little concerned. So this way we're at least going to have alright, that works. So I fill those in. This should also give us a nice view of what we're grinding if we're in the first person point of view. Which I actually really like in flying the smaller ships. You get to see the cockpit. I don't know. I already like that. I just thought it was so cool in 64 Star Wars game where you're in the fighters picking out the big walkers and you're in the cockpit. I thought it was really cool. Cool view. So now we got that. We're gonna go find ourselves our cockpit. Now, whoa, right. Not the item I'm looking for. Yeah, what it is. I could have done without. Yeah, we're going for it. Nice view. Oh, we need what is it? Computers. More computers. Plethora of random things from ships that I have taken apart the old-fashioned way. I'll just kind of be up here. So, looks a little goofy, but we'll rock with it. You know, we're gonna grind out these two underneath. See if we can get to the one behind it. Oh,